Hey, Hickok 45. Today we're going to take a look at the classic Smith & Wesson 44 Magnum. What a beauty. Let's give you the rundown. Sweet. Did he fire 5 or did he fire 6? He fired 6. Let's put some more in. Hickok 45 coming to you with some 44 Magnum action. One of my favorite cartridges. Let's just wake up Mr. Gong early in the day. Doesn't take long for the 44 to get there. All right, sweet sound. I see those hits over towards the left. Let's put them back towards the right. Nice, nice. I'll try this red target right here close. See if we can move him. Whoa! Oh, sweet. Oh, he fired 6 again. Yes, bringing you the 44 Magnum. Going to take a look at this. Most of you are familiar with the 44 Magnum from Smith & Wesson, and I definitely am. I hope I appear to be. And we're going to take a look at it here in a kind of a rundown, but we're going to look at some different barrel lengths. We're going to look at the development of this gun, the history of it, and some of the different options, and just give you a little more information about the 44 Magnum, because it is such a popular cartridge, has been for many, many, many years, since 1955 when it was developed. It was inspired by Elmer Keith. He was experimenting with 44 special rounds, which is what we have right here, and he was cranking them up and trying to make a 44 Magnum load essentially, and was doing that really in these cases, and really pushing the limits. So he inspired and influenced Smith & Wesson into creating a bigger gun, and some others were involved as well. So they beefed it up a little bit, and we have the 44 Magnum in 1955, the Model 29. Now the Smith & Wesson didn't start calling these the Model 29, I think, until about 57 when they started using model numbers. But that's when they started making it. And of course it came out in the blue, like this one. This one is a vintage early 70s. It's a 29-2, and it's essentially the same, very, very similar to the 29-1. Has the recessed cylinders and the pin barrel and everything. In the dash, if you're familiar with Smith & Wesson, they have a dash after the model number generally, and that gives you some information. You can Google it. You can find out right down the line whether it's a model 19-1, -3, -5, or a model 29-6, -7. I'm not sure even how far they go, but you can get the information on exactly what they changed with each one of those dash numbers, and it's kind of interesting to look at. The -1s and -2s in the Model 29 lineup were the ones with the recessed cylinders and the pin barrels. Once they went to -3 in 1982, I think it was, they dropped that, just a cost-saving thing, and so no more pin barrels, and they quit countersinking the cylinders like that. And I think I've shown you that before. You know, when you put the cartridge in there, it's flush. So, you know, if you have a newer Smith & Wesson, it doesn't do that, and we'll show you one here. Okay, so interesting gun. Thank you, Elmer Keith. We appreciate it, guy. And he really liked a 4-inch barrel, and it is a nice, convenient size. It's a good all-around gun, and that was his thinking. This gun in a 4-inch configuration is good for everything. It's just a wonderful gun. So let's shoot this one a little bit more since we have it dirty. I'll go ahead and put some more Magnums in it. I have specials out here too, but let's shoot these as well. All right, love it. Wonder if I'm up to knocking over an animal. We're not going to try to roll everything today. We're just going to take a few shots, have some fun with the 44 Magnum. Let's try a goat. Under him, right where I was holding. All right. always interesting that the bullet goes exactly where the sights were aimed when you pull the trigger. Let's see if we can hit him this time. Hold it down a little bit too much. Sweet, sweet. I know this one's on. If I miss it with this one, it's me. Okay, so that's a nice barrel length right there. This one, blue, of course, is the way they were for many, many years. If you were around back in the 70s, many of you were not. I was. 1971, when Clint Eastwood came out with his Dirty Harry movies, you could not get one of these. They were so hard to find for a good period of time. I don't know, maybe 10 years. It was just, they were hard to come by, and people were paying a premium for them. This one, well, I lived through that era. So this is when I bought this. I bought it in 74, and so I went through that same process. I could not find one in 6.5-inch barrel. I settled for this, and I actually like it. It's pretty cool. Up until Dirty Harry came along, these were just mainly for shooting hobbyists, enthusiasts, the hunters. But they didn't have the pizzazz. People weren't, wow, 44 Magnum. You know, a lot of people were not even familiar with it until Dirty Harry made it famous. This is a cool one here. It's got the long barrel, long sight radius, and it would be a great hunter. Just about anything, I guess, in the United States, if you wanted to stock it properly and, you know, your limitations, as Clint said, take a few shots with it. I ain't shot this one for a while, but we'll get it dirty. It deserves it. All right. Nice, nice. See if that other ram wants to fall. Oh, he did. Okay. Oh, John set some cinder blocks over there. I'll take a couple shots at him. Whoa. Low, I think, on that one. Nice. Feels good. Feels good. I love this gun. That's why I've shot it over 70,000 times. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just give you a little history again quickly. This I bought in 74. I bought this holster for it the day I bought the gun. And, you know, Bianchi holster. Still works. I still use it. 1074. There's the date. It was October 74. Bought it at the Nashville Gun Show. Pretty cool. Even had to have a shoulder holster. Thought I was Clint Eastwood, you know. And what else was I going to... Oh, I was going to show you... lost my picture. That's okay. We had a picture out here. I guess we let it slip away on us. One thing I wanted to show you about the 44 Magnum that makes it a really popular cartridge is you can fire 44 specials. This is the cartridge that was around before that, and it's what Elmer was cranking up. And when they came out with a bigger gun, which enabled more powerful rounds, they lengthened the cartridge case. I've shown you this before. It's a little bit longer. That way you can't put a 44 Magnum in a 44 Special revolver, okay? Because they're not generally made for that high pressure and all that. But you can shoot 44 Specials in the 44 Magnum. They're really comfy to shoot. I'll shoot double action with these. You notice not so much recoil, very pleasant to shoot. Ballistically, very similar to a 45 ACP, okay? So, put those cases over there. Now we've got some hotter cartridges too we're going to shoot. Let's put some of these 44 Magnum Blazers in here and take out a bucket or two. We've got some paint buckets. Let's use the big boy here. Okay. He deserves it. Been around a long time. Has served me well for a long time. 74, coming up on 39, 40 years. Yeah. Couple of. Let's see what's in that bucket. I'll bet we can open it without a can opener. Yes, we did. But we can open that 2-liter too. Oh, another bucket. Yeah, that's the way to open those. Oh, yeah. Cool, cool. We probably have another shot, don't we? Mr. Turkey. I could shoot 44 Magnum all day long. Cool, cool. So like I say, These were so popular in the 70s. You cannot believe it. Many of you, some of you, were around then. And it was just, you couldn't find one. There were lists at gun shops. People were trying to get on the list just so they could buy one. And long waiting periods on that, all because of Clint Eastwood. And it is a really nice cartridge. When it came out, it was the most powerful cartridge in a production handgun. Okay, 44 Magnum. Now we know that's long gone. We got 500 Smith & Wesson Magnums and all kinds of things now that have taken the place. Still a really nice cartridge because you can shoot 44 Special in it. Those are Keith bullets, 240 grain, classic bullet. You can shoot those in it and you don't get much recoil. Or you can load up some 44 Magnums, pretty hot. These are moderate Magnums. Or you can load them up really pretty warm. Or you can buy some, like some Black Talons or some Gold Dot. Those are really warm. No, those are 44 Special. These Winchester 44 Magnums are pretty hot. Just a wide range of ammo for this this caliber, and it's the reason it's stayed popular. People still like it. All kinds of ammo available, all sorts of bullet configurations, and really lots of different firearms. You know, they're not just a Smith & Wesson. You have, of course, the Rugers and everything else. So, wonderful gun, and it's worthy of some attention, I think. I love it. 44 Magnum, you just can't do a whole lot better. Life is good.